Hello, friends, and welcome to Quilters Rule the World. I am Tracy Mooney, and I have a little bit of a fabric problem.
And I'm Terry Lucas. I want Tracy's fabric. You better give it to me now.
And I'm Debbie Brown, and I am living in a hotel right now for work, so I only have a little fabric with me, just a little bit.
I'm sure you got more at home. It's fine.
Oh, and guess what? Yay! Lori's joining us. I
Yay!
love this. We'll give her a second to come in and then we will continue with our discussion.
Well, and while we're waiting, I could say we're going to be talking about what was it called, Terry? Gratitudinals?
The Gratitudinals of Quilting.
There you go. Hi, Lori.
Hello.
Okay.
Look, lipstick, mascara, earrings. I mean,
You're the full package.
And a fabulous hairdo to boot.
And new glasses?
and new glasses. Yeah,
They're very sexy.
that wasn't what I was aiming for, but thank you.
Oops. Too bad.
I will clip this part out. All right, Debbie, so show us your blocks anyway.
Okay, this is Starburst. I joined on month 5 of a 6-month quilt of the year, so I will be backfilling, but it's going to be 25 blocks of this.
Ooh.
Wow,
Oh, pretty.
that's gorgeous.
So
What's
I
the block
made-
size?
This is a 12-inch block.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's so many tiny pieces.
There's a there's 64 triangles per block. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 32 triangles per block.
Oh my gosh.
So I pieced all of the ones that came with it, and then I'll backfill. Next month, in my next box, I'll get the finishing kit. I'm a huge Lisa Bonjean fan. Like everything of Primitive Gatherings, I'll just take one of each. So
Beautiful.
I just
Yeah.
finished those, and I'm going to dig into some Tilda Creating Memories charm packs for another kit from the box.
We had some Tilda fans on the call, I think.
Perhaps.
Terry,
Perhaps.
She's got a weapon. She's got a weapon.
I'm armed,
Watch out.
Terry. But I can't be the only one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, and my other one is like right here too. I have two that I kind of go between. One is my Quilter Select,
That's my favorite.
and I've got the I want to say I've got the other metal blade, the one that's supposed to last a long time. I want to say titanium, but I know it's not that. But I have that other blade that's like super sharp and whatever. And I love that blade. I really love that blade. So I have this one. I have
That one's Japanese steel.
see that? And I like that. I like that too. I like the feel and shape of this, but I also like the weight of the Quilter Select. That one.
And that's my favorite. This is my travel. It probably is the first one I ever bought.
Yeah, I still have my first one that I ever bought in my thing over there. So, well, our first topic tonight was supposed to be the Gratitudinals of Quilting, but we had a surprise guest, and
Someone crashed the show.
yes, that was quite delightful, Tracy. Thank you for that surprise.
Yes, that
I
was
was so
You're
surprised
welcome.
I actually lost her name for a minute. Felt like an idiot. However, comma. So, let's talk about those things in quilt making that we are grateful for. We'll start with Tracy.
Okay. Um, I guess I'll just say I'm grateful for fabric because I have a stack of it next to me. I have new fabric from that I got at market, and it's like very pretty. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Was that a
So,
real question?
got some Tilda
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
Tilda?
body and fun.
I have to say that I love that dots and circles like that really have been a mainstay even in the quilting world.
Yeah,
Like there's some collection every year that has dots.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this one's
Ooh.
nicely textured. It's beautiful.
You are gonna send that to me, right?
Ooh.
Also, Tilda.
Wow.
It's bigger than my head. And then I got the new Stacey's Chew Halloween line.
Ooh.
Very cool. And then I got some Kimberbell kits. This one is a Halloween door quilt.
That's a good size.
Yeah. And this one is Christmas. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it was Kimberbell and it had fabric in it, so I got it.
That's always a good reason to
Quality.
buy.
That was my first sample spray. I
I
think I
went to
did well.
Sample Spree once and didn't buy anything.
I mean, I can understand that. That place is a madhouse.
The first year I went to Quilt Market with a walking assistant. I was either with a cane or a walker or something. And my reason, when people asked what happened, I would just say I went to Sample Spree, which we call Trample
And they
Spree.
would believe you.
They would.
Yeah.
I got injured at Trample Spree.
Trample spree. The only thing that happened to me is I was trying to get to the motor table to pay, and this very small woman who was probably in her 80s, um, and she may have been like, I don't even think she was 5 foot tall, was elbowing me in the stomach so hard to push me out of the way. I could not believe it.
Trample Spree.
I was like,
Oh,
have at it, lady. Have at it. Like, you don't need to elbow me in the stomach. Thanks.
Always the little ones
people
that
are
you have to,
strange.
right? Right. All right, Lori, what's your gratitudinal?
The people.
Hmm.
We, I'm a big fan of quilt guilds and sewing days and things like that. The people we get to hang out with are amazing.
Hmm.
I'm truly grateful for them. We moved here 3 years ago, and I've got some really good friends that I would have never met if I wasn't a quilter and hadn't gone to Guild.
Mm. Look,
Debbie?
you took my answer, so I'm just going to build on it. The quilters. I spent 4 years at home, 2 years of the pandemic, and then my personal health issues. And I'm back teaching again. So once or twice a month, I get to go to another quilt shop and meet another couple dozen quilters, maybe 50 quilters. And just being with them is such a delight. Like I have full classes all week this week as well. And at this time in our country, things are a little tense. And there's no tenseness with quilters because
Yeah.
that's what's more important with us is that we enjoy each other.
Hmm.
And it's just so supportive and uplifting. And I'm back in the classroom, not as mobile as I'd like to be. I can't bend over to pick things up. I can't carry or lift things. And everyone's happy for me to teach and share my knowledge and be my hands and feet if I need them. They're just fabulous people.
Yep.
Do you need any help to the car? Can I carry anything for you? People are lovely.
Hmm.
Yep.
And I've missed that. And it's really, it made me happy to be out in the world when after a couple years at home, to go back out and be with people is a little overwhelming at first. I had to
Mm.
take it in small doses, but now I'm like, bring it. Bring me the quilters, all the quilters.
Mm. I love that so much. I I think I have more than one because we um the world of quilting is kind of like Lay's potato chips. You can never have just one. So I want to say the people too. Like I love being with quilters. There's an eagerness to learn.
Mhm.
Um and 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 the one thing that I love about being in a classroom, and I think Debbie, you can kind of speak to this too, is that there is a gift in guiding people through and assuring them that mistakes happen,
Mhm.
right? Like it's okay. You're in a classroom. This is a place to make that mistake. So I don't want to say it's giving permission. In some sense, that's the language that we use, but I love that. I love that we kind of open the door for people to become who they are as quilt makers. And that just makes me super happy. And then I love thread. I I
We
I
did
I
not
would never have guessed that.
no, no, because I'm a little, shy and demure and kind of take a back seat and all of this. I love thread and I love playing with what it can do. For me, it is like that big box of 64 crayons that we all, that was waiting under the tree when we were kids, the one with the built-in sharpener and that fragrance. Now my other favorite thing about quilting, I, um, I also kind of like to play. I also like to play, right? So I don't work in a quilt shop right now, but I teach in one just down the street from me. And especially with some of the new employees, I'm like, oh, did you pet the fabric today and release the fabric pheromones? And they just kind of like, here's
They don't quite know who you are.
yeah,
no, but I will say this from working in quilt shops, like when one person touches a bolt of fabric, usually that bolt is gone with, like if there's some kind of movement with it, people start buying it. And then my other favorite thing in the quilt store is they'll be asking for like a quarter yard or half yard of fabric, and I'll just go behind them. I really think you need 4 yards. It is, I do it so deadpan, they think I'm serious, and oftentimes it ends up like you're by. But I, but I just love that, like we get to have input with what quilters are doing. So,
And they get to have input with us.
mhm.
It's really a
Mhm.
give and take that the students are so generous with each other and generous with me, and I try to be generous with them. And it's just a really lovely time where we're just all quilters together, and there's no judgment and just joy.
Mm,
I'm so grateful for that.
sweet. All right, so our next topic, and I'm kind of excited about this. Um, only because we're quilters and we also love food.
That's true.
Yeah.
We do. I think we do. What's your favorite Turkey Day pairing? Lori?
I'm a traditionalist. So we do turkey and dressing and cranberries, and I make a pumpkin pie, but we've got a big family, so I don't really care for pumpkin pie. I make a chocolate pecan pie that
Mm.
is killer.
I, you know where I live.
I do. I don't know how well it would ship. I might have to just bring it to you.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. Your
now
room
we're
is ready.
talking.
Debbie?
Thanksgiving is kind of a just the facts, ma'am type of things for us. Thanksgiving is the holiday we have with our children. We don't have Christmas with our children. They're with their other sides of the families. So, it's turkey, mashed potatoes. It's all of the fixins. And sometimes one daughter-in-law will bring something, another daughter-in-law will make something else. So for us, it's not really as much about the food as it is about the family. And they usually come early in the morning. So we have a meal, a meal first, like a light brunch or a light lunch type of thing. And I think this year we're going to have a make your own pizza and salad bar.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think
sounds
one of the
fun.
last times we did this, I had um, breakfast pancake tacos bar.
Pancake
Pancake
tacos.
tacos?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Ah,
You could either
I
do
want pancake tacos.
it was sweet or savory. See, Thanksgiving is it's Thanksgiving. You know what it's going to be. I get a little more creative with a special finger foodie thing for my grandkids. So you make the pancakes and the Nutella, the chocolate chips, the chocolate syrup, the whipped cream, strawberries, the sweet ones, or you can go to the savory ones with sausage or bacon or eggs or
Yum.
cheese and all of the stuff. But this time I think it's going to be make your own pizza for the littles. I have little pizza pans like this that everybody gets to make their own little pizza.
Oh,
Oh,
how
fun.
cute.
I need a play date at your
Okay.
house.
You've had play dates at my house. Someone moved away, Terry.
Oh, dang.
Mm,
You know where
true. I do.
I still have your room.
I know. It's waiting for me.
Without a tree.
Uh, I am
That's a tree. Oh.
I am actually eternally grateful that I was not in the room.
When the tree crashed through the house into the
Yes.
room. Yeah.
Because that was that I think that was not a possibility, thanks be to God. Because like I probably would no longer be among the land of the living. Hmm.
Yeah. One thing about not being home when the tree falls is you're not home when the tree falls.
I-
It's a surprise when you get home, but you missed part of it. And that's okay.
yeah. You can kind of live with that surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tracy.
All right, so I'm gonna let you in on like a little family secret. Um, Starting with Thanksgiving, our favorite pairing is brie and cranberries.
Mhm.
So
It's a
my
good one.
brother-in-law made this baked brie with cranberries, and it's got currants in the you make the cranberry sauce, and it's got cardamom and really yummy seasonings, and then you bake that on top of the biggest brie we can find. Lately it's been really difficult to find a big brie, and and everyone goes crazy for it. We've had to, quite honestly, make two because some family members are a little bit aggressive when the brie comes out.
Elbows in the stomach.
Sometimes, or they just like sit there and keep like, and so we would make two sometimes because we were just like, forget it, we're not gonna let them go crazy
We're
because
not going to take out Aunt
there are
Sally.
certain people that on Thanksgiving, they will remain nameless, but they know who they are. Decide not to eat breakfast on Thanksgiving to save room. It's not a good plan.
No, because hangry is a thing.
Hangry is a thing, and there are a lot of delicious smells on Thanksgiving. Just saying.
Uh,
So,
Right?
so yeah. So,
Mm.
so cranberry and brie.
Oh, that just sounds delightful. That really does sound delightful. And
Mhm.
you're giving me thoughts. I so when I got married, Bob's mom made dressing. There's only one way to make dressing. That's it. And now I am the maker of dressing in our house. Although Bob would probably do it better. But I will make dressing, and good gravy, like really good homemade from the meat juices
Mhm.
kind of gravy. Um, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that.
I want to know what's in the dressing.
Me too.
Mhm. Any special add-ins?
White bread. You
Okay.
get the cheap white bread, break it up. It's celery and onions that you don't saute them first. You pour
Oh,
over. I,
interesting. Okay.
I know I was actually surprised by this first, but the interesting thing that happens is with the celery and the onions, and I don't understand like any science behind this. If you saute them first, they lose something. Like all the moisture has kind of come out of them. But if you leave them, the moisture comes out into the bread,
Oh,
flavoring it.
interesting. I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's butter, there's rubbed sage,
Hmm.
Mhm.
because sage,
That's
and
important.
leaf thyme, like those two things are in there, salt, pepper, and then either chicken or turkey stock.
Hmm.
And so nothing very complicated, but it is one of those homey kinds
Mhm.
of things. Um, the rest of it, like as long as we have the dressing and the turkey, like it's all good. I think this year I'm making dinner, and I think I want to do like a cranberry relish. And now
Mhm.
I'm thinking I could do like a cranberry relish on baked brie, like
Mhm.
as an
Mhm.
appetizer kind of thing. So
I
I'll see.
that just reminded me I need to send you a recipe. I'm gonna set myself a reminder.
Mm. So, before Lori and Debbie joined us, Tracy and I were talking. I shared, um, at, at the beginning of next year, and I'm very excited about this. CNT, or maybe it is on tape, but CNT is coming out with a new book on color, and I am. They have taken some of my pages and brought them into the new book, so I'm very excited to have that. And I went and checked what pages they were looking at, like the pages that they brought into the new book. And it's where I talk to and about color. And the reason why I love that they brought those pages is that those are the pages where somebody went, I could have done without the poetry like prose, but those are some of the pages that were incredibly beautiful because you're starting to look at the lyrics of color, like where color fits into the song of who your life is and how you relate to it. And so like I'm pretty happy that they're bringing those pages in. So does anybody else have anything new and exciting going on in life? No.
Well, I'm going to be offering a free mystery quilt in the new year that will lead
Ooh,
into 21 days to finishing your quilt on a machine on home machine quilting. So stay tuned for more information about that at
yay.
the first of the year.
That's very
Possibly
exciting.
save the first Saturday.
Oh,
Cool.
I'll be away that weekend. Can I join later?
Yes,
Okay.
it'll be online.
Okay, good. Lori, do you have anything new and exciting?
Well, the only thing I can think of has nothing to do with quilting, but it's that I'm going to be a grandma again and a great grandma again, in about 2 weeks apart.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't that fun?
Congratulations.
Get quilting,
Thank you.
Grandma.
Are the
Yes, I
quilts done?
I'm sorry.
Are the quilts done yet?
Oh, not yet, but I did make both of the kids teddy bears, and they're little tiny in the hoop teddy bears with a little pocket that they fit in. one of them is girly, and I may have to just make that one wait for somebody else. I'm not sure. We have one boy, I believe,
Mhm.
and don't know about the other one yet.
Just gonna have to be prepared either way.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Tracy,
Oh, I have nothing new at all.
nothing? Who are you?
Have a new job. It's great.
Yeah, we like your new
Go
job.
shop there because it's a really good store.
I might be able to do that.
Well, and anyone can shop there because it's an online store.
True.
Yeah.
What's the name of the place?
Lindas.com.
Oh, cool. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
So, anything else tonight?
From us?
Yeah. I mean, no, from Ginger.
She already texted me to say how much fun she had.
Oh, good.
That was hard keeping that one a secret.
I wondered why you weren't talking to me this week. Oh, so friends, if you actually have a favorite double wedding ring pattern, please put it in
Oh,
the
yeah.
show notes. And we will pass that on to Ginger for her to take a look at.
Well, and listeners can leave a comment if they've got any tips for her. That would be
Yes.
fabulous.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Mhm.
Yes.
We'd
'Cause-
also like to know what their favorite Thanksgiving pairings are.
Yes. And what's their gratitudinal of quilting? I like making up words. And
I
nobody.
looked it up, and I actually got something when I looked up gratitudinal.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
What did you find?
Oh,
Was it
I
in
don't
Urban Dictionary?
Yeah, it was exactly what you'd think it was something about being grateful.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Tracy's glad that it wasn't in the Urban Dictionary because that's a little spicy to put it mildly.
Not always spicy. It could just be, slang.
For spicy. Debbie, are you looking it up?
I am. What, I'm not, I don't always just look down to my lap and smile. That's not, um,
That is not your norm. Let's just put it that way.
it's not in Merriam's or Webster's online, but it is listed online and it's also the name of a song.
Oh, really? And a band we would know?
Uh, I don't know any bands, so I couldn't pass. I wouldn't know what you knew.
I
I
will
think my
have to.
music appreciation stopped in 1987.
That was a good year.
I agree.
It was a very
I'm
good
looking
year.
after.
So, if there's no, well, I'm not going to say if there's nothing else. Well, thank you everybody for joining us this week for our gratitudinals of quilting and this delightful surprise. And thank you for listening for a whole hour or more, whatever this is, because I'm just going to let it run. And we will see you next week on Quilters Rule the World.
Bye.